What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another Manchester City video, where today we're going to be doing another Manchester City transfer update. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep you guys up to date every single step of the way with all the Manchester City transfer news for you guys here on YouTube. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. It is free. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. We are aiming for 300 likes. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And finally, I would say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Kitbag. Kitbag have got the Manchester City home shirt and away shirt for the 2024-2025 season available for you guys for less than £40. Do go and check it out. Links and details there in the description. And anyone that does check out Kitbag using my link in the description does help to support the future content created here on my channel. And a big thank you to Kitbag once more for sponsoring this transfer update. So before I even speak about the ins, outs and contract news, I do want to speak about the upcoming transfer window, and Manchester City and Chelsea are going to see the transfer window open for both of them on June 1st ahead of the Club World Cup, and then on June 10th the transfer window will shut for both Manchester City and Chelsea before 6 days later on June 16th the transfer window for the summer will open for everybody in England with a closing date set at September 1st. So we're pretty much looking at June 1st right through to September 1st for the summer transfer window, and it is going to be a big one involving Manchester City, and I of course will be keeping you guys up to date every single step of the way with my daily Manchester City transfer updates returning from June 1st right through to September 1st for you guys to enjoy. So if you do want to stay up to date, do make sure you have subscribed. So we've got no contract news. We're going to dive straight on in with the outs, and we've got a follow-up on what we were speaking about in my last video on Claudio Echeverri. Now, Uriel Lugt over in Argentina has said that Claudio Echeverri is going to be spending the Club World Cup and pre-season with Manchester City at the moment, and that a loan to Lazio in Italy has been denied by Manchester City. Now, Veronica Brunati over in Argentina has said that Manchester City will likely decide at the end of the summer what is going to happen with Claudio Echeverri, but it's looking likely that if he is to be loaned out, it will be to Spain and to La Liga rather than to Lazio and to Serie A in Italy, with Manchester City seeing Girona, part of the City football group, as the most likely destination. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not too keen on that. For the most part, Girona don't have a good track record when it comes to utilising Manchester City players on loan at their club. Claudio Echeverri is 19 years old. This is a crucial year or so for Claudio Echeverri. Manchester City clearly want him to have European football experience for the upcoming season. So if he goes to Girona and he's not really utilised, then it's a waste of a loan, it's a waste of a year, and it is going to set back Claudio Echeverri, a very promising player. So for me, if Manchester City decide to loan Claudio Echeverri, we need to find the right club that are definitely 100% going to be playing him game after game to help his development. And I'm not too sure that will happen at Girona, and a lot of clubs that take Manchester City's loan players don't have any obligations whatsoever to feature these players that they're sending out on loan. And I've just recently done my Manchester City loan report, and I reckon maybe 80% of players that have been sent out on loan by Manchester City over the last 12 months haven't been utilised by their clubs. They haven't been regular players, they've just been squad players doing a bit part for their current team that they're on loan at, and that isn't going to help Claudio Echeverri. Echeverri would be better to stay at Manchester City, to try and fight to get into the Manchester City first 11, to try and get minutes and starts, much like what we've seen from Nico O'Reilly and James McAtee over the last 12 months. And I certainly don't think Claudio Echeverri is too far off the level that Manchester City are looking for. I reckon within 1 to 2 years we'll see Echeverri being of the standard that we'll see him get regular minutes at Manchester City. So if we're exploring the loan route, it's got to be the right team in the right league in the right country. And I'm just not sure, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I'm not too sure. Is Lazio the right place? Are they going to give him the minutes that he needs? Are Girona going to manage to give him the needs? Is there not another club that would be willing to give him more minutes? What do we do? Bit of a mess. Let me know in the comments below. We're going to dive on in with the ins, and another day, another new goalkeeper linked with a move to Manchester City. This time it's AS Roma goalkeeper Mile Svilar. He's from Belgium, but he represents Serbia at international level. He's a 25-year-old number one at AS Roma, playing 29 times in Serie A so far this season with 11 clean sheets, conceding 30 goals. Now, he's apparently available for around 35 million euros this summer, so just over 29 million pounds. AS Monaco, Bayern Munich, they're interested from the Premier League, Manchester City, Newcastle United and Chelsea, all interested in the goalkeeper playing in Italy. Apparently Svilar is keen on a move away from Italy this summer. He's stalling on a new contract and potentially wants to leave the club this summer, and a situation that Manchester City and many other teams are keeping their eye on, according to Court Offside. Now, moving on to the final transfer, I want to speak about Jeremie Frimpong, and there's going to be a little mixture in here speaking about Andrea Cambiaso as well. Now, TeamTalk have said that Manchester City are set to put their proposals forward to try and re-sign Jeremie Frimpong this summer. Frimpong is a Dutch right back, plays a right wing back and a right winger as well. 24 years old, plays for Bayer Leverkusen in Germany in the Bundesliga. He's got a release clause set this summer at 40 million euros, which is currently in today's exchange rate 33.3 million pounds. Liverpool also really keen on signing Frimpong, with their right back Trent Alexander-Arnold closing in on a free transfer to Real Madrid. Now, for me, Jeremie Frimpong is more of a right winger than a right back. He's more of an attacker rather than a defender. And I'm wondering to myself, when I see the links of Frimpong to Liverpool, is he the right solution for replacing Trent Alexander-Arnold? I have my doubts about it. And I'm not 100% convinced, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, that Frimpong is the right fit for Manchester City's system that we play right now, unless Pep Guardiola is prepared to change them plans this summer. Now, we are currently being linked with another fullback, Andrea Cambiaso, the 25-year-old Italian fullback from Juventus. For me, because he's versatile, he can use both feet, can play left back, right back and in midfield as well. He's more versatile and therefore would suit Manchester City and Pep Guardiola better than what Frimpong would be when it comes to specifically looking at fullbacks. Now, Frimpong's played 26 times in Germany this season. He's got 4 goals and 6 assists and available for 33.3 million pounds. Now, Cambiaso's played 26 times as well in Italy this season. He's got less goals and assists, got 2 goals and 2 assists, and he's available for more money than what Frimpong is. Cambiaso available for 60 million euros. We're looking at 50 million pounds. Now, Liverpool are also being linked with Cambiaso and Frimpong, and it isn't impossible that Manchester City could make a move for both Cambiaso and Frimpong this summer. I doubt that they'll be looking at both these players and thinking fullbacks, a new left back and a new right back. It would more be a case that Cambiaso's seen as the versatile fullback that can play on the left and on the right and into midfield, and Frimpong would come in and, with my suspicions, he'd be seen more as a right winger rather than a right back. Liverpool, what do they want to do? That's the big question here. What's the right move for Frimpong? What's the right move for Cambiaso? And what we're seeing here is a real proper fullback transfer tussle between two brilliant Premier League teams in Manchester City and Liverpool. I can't see Man City signing both of these players. I can't see Liverpool signing both these players. And maybe when we sit here at the end of March, maybe one player goes to one and one player goes to the other. Will it be Cambiaso? Will it be Frimpong? What do Liverpool want to do with these players? What do Manchester City want to do with these players? Situations very much that I am keeping my eyes and ears open for. So if I do have any developments, I of course will let you know with my Manchester City transfer updates. More than likely rolling weekly up until we get to June 1st, and then it'll go daily for you guys to enjoy. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos. or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. 300 likes is the aim. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Kitbag. Remember, you can go and check out the Manchester City home shirt and away shirt for this season, available for less than £40. Links and details there in the description. Kitbag got many more Manchester City merchandise and lots of other football merchandise and other stuff you can go and check out as well. Fairly sure they've got things like WWE and things on there, so do go and check it out. Links and details, they are in the description. And a big thank you to Kitbag for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you all again for regular Manchester City content as the international break comes to an end. So I'll be back tomorrow for my preview of Man City's huge away game in the FA Cup against AFC Bournemouth, a place at Wembley on the line, and realistically Manchester City's only chance of silverware for this domestic season. So I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.